Bring that up, bring your smartphone.
And open your data. Or you can connect to the mall Wi-Fi.
Come on.
Open your Facebook application.
Meron na. Open na yung Facebook application.
And of course, you need to search DOST-STII Caraga and hit like.
Okay, so that's DOST-STII Caraga. Please hit like to our official Facebook page. Na-like na ba?
Ayan, na-like na ba? Bakit parang...
Na-like na? Na-like na. Okay. Also, if you are posting in social media, please use the official hashtag for today's celebration. That's hashtag Science for the People. Again.
Madyaw na hinaat sa inyong urot. Maayong buntag, magandang umaga, good morning. Madyaw na hinaat is our dialect of saying good morning. That's the Butuan dialect. Pasensya na, medyo masikip ang ating space ngayon dahil marami tayong exhibits. Very special occasion for Caraga because the string of events starting today marks the fusion of efforts, time and resources, and back-to-back activities of government agencies, the academe, micro, small and medium enterprises, Chamber of Commerce and Industries, inventors, local government units, local media, and partners from the private sector. Collaboration and cooperation are truly manifested in this tapestry of activities that will soon unfold starting today until the 13th. Together, we do this for the people of Caraga under the banner of Science and Technology, Science for the People, and Zoom Up Caraga, responding to the challenges in agri-aqua productivity, responsible mining, and progressive entrepreneurship, which is this year's theme of the Caraga Agricultural Trade and Marketing Expo, or CARAT Expo 2017, our major partner for the exhibits and selling fair this year. We believe that science and technology plus innovation cut across government agencies and LGU's mandates and borders in MSMEs and large enterprises business operations, the sphere and influence of the academic and basic education providers. It also transcends in the world of inventors and all of us ordinary citizens use science and technology in our everyday lives. Through advanced science, appropriate technology, and innovation, we hope to realize our vision of a safe and disaster-resilient Caraga with an improved and diversified regional economy for sustainable growth and development that will provide a better quality of life for all Caragans. This series of events is also a manifestation that we are supporting the national initiative of a harmonized national research and development agenda with DOST as the lead agency providing central direction and coordination in 5 broad sectors, namely National Integrated Basic Research Agenda or NIBRA, in health, in agriculture, aquatic and natural resources, industry, energy and emerging technology, and disaster risk reduction and climate change adaptation. That is aligned with the President Duterte's social contract of malasakit, pagbabago and kaunlaran and ambisyon natin 2040. As we bring science and technology to the people from all walks of life, I am grateful to the Almighty God for this opportunity to serve you. I'm thankful of your presence and participation today because you have seen and will see more of what technologies and services of DOST, DA, DFAR, TESDA, PCA, DAR, DOT, and the other regional line agencies, of course DTI, and our micro, small, and medium enterprises, the Caraga, Create Food also have to offer, thereby multiplying our science and technology innovation ambassadors. I am grateful for this opportunity to serve you better. And also to the Almighty God that has directed your steps to come and join us, and for giving us a bright and sunny and beautiful day to enjoy the activities. Even before this opening program, we already started the launching of the GeoSafer project for Mindanao, funded by DOST Cashier and led by Caraga State University at LNX. It is actually an expansion of PhilLiDAR 1 and 2 projects. Now, here is the series of events for this week. Of course, today we have the opening of the exhibits, which is a joint activity of DOST and CARAG Expo 2017. CARAG Expo 2017 is composed of several regional line agencies who are exhibiting the products and services of which they are assisting. Simultaneously, there is a quiz ball sponsored by the Butuan City Water District, which is happening now at DCWD. This afternoon at 2 p.m., we'll have the launching of the Caraga Food Innovation Center at Caraga State University with product or food tasting. So we invite everyone so you can see what's in the facility of the Caraga Food Innovation Center, and we'll also give you a taste of the products that we have produced at the center. Tomorrow, August 9 until 10, we'll have the opening of our regional invention contest and exhibit with a teaching competition at Big Daddy's Convention Center. On August 10, there are simultaneous events, S&T Quiz Bowl, North Atrium, Robinson's Place. There's also a journalism writing contest at Big Daddy's Convention, and we have a storm forum at both hotels. On August 10 is the opening of the Caraga Tabuan Wet Market. It will open at the car park. This is supported by Caraga Expo 2017 in cooperation with the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources. TESDA, DA, DTI, and PCA will have several activities from Thursday up to Sunday. I think there's a competition, a fashion show using indigenous materials and recyclable materials. There's also a skirting competition and a lot more other activities from these regional line agencies. On August 11, there's a Caraga Business Conference led by Butuan Chamber of Commerce and Industry and of course Caraga Expo 2017 at Grand Palace Hotel. The exhibits and trade and selling fair will run until the 13th or Sunday. We encourage everyone to come and visit our exhibits and of course buy our local products. Let's help our local economy. Please invite your families, relatives, and friends to come. So on behalf of all partners, collaborators, and sponsors, welcome to this opening program and opening of the Techno Exhibit and Selling Fair of the joint Regional Science and Technology Week and Caraga Expo 2017. Magandang buhay.
Science and technology is indeed very important, no? In our daily decisions, especially us in politics or in the executive levels, no? The informations and the values that are given to us every day, is important in making decisions, especially in risk reduction management. So we would like to thank DOST for including the Northern Islands in their plans and programs, especially under the leadership of Ma'am Charcos. Thank you. Science is indeed for the people. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Vice Governor Biglen Equeo. At this moment in time, we will be listening to the message from the young lawmaker who proudly represents the 1st District of Agusan del Norte, Congressman Lawrence Fortun, to be delivered by his representative, Ms. Lorena J. Fontanella. A round of applause, please.
My due respect to Secretary Fortunato de la Peña, sir. Undersecretary for Scientific and Technological Services, Dr. Carol Yerube. Director Tapid DOST Engineer Edgar Garcia. Regional Director Dominga Malyonga, DOST Caraga. Mayor Ronnie Vicente Lagnada. The Honorable Ladies and Gentlemen of the Sangguniang Panlungsod, guests, good morning. Madyaw nga hinaat kaninyong tanan. I am Lorena Fontanilla from the District Constituency Office of Congressman Lawrence Fortun. Allow me to read his message, the message he prepared for today's program. At the onset, I wish to thank all the participants of the 2017 Regional Science and Technology Week. My sincerest appreciation also to the Department of Science and Technology, Caraga, for once again gathering the various sectors of the region, the micro, small, and medium enterprises, government agencies, academe, local government units, Chamber of Commerce and Industries, civil society organizations, among others. This gathering today is most opportune to discuss issues and opportunities for science and technology and innovation in the region. One daunting challenge faced by the theory and practice of science in the Philippines is how to make science relevant to the challenges and opportunities of the present time. We might be searching long and hard for answers that may only suit our profession, our service, or our industry. But I'd like to believe that as Caraganos, we can leverage our natural resources and propel our development through science and technology. I'd like to believe that as we contemplate and dialogue on this, we should be able to connect science and technology and innovations to our goal of sustainable and inclusive development. It is quite interesting to note that while Caraga is known as one of the richest regions in terms of natural resources, the region sits in the backdrop of poverty. The wide disparities in income and quality of life of our people continue to cut across different regions and sectors. According to the Philippine Statistics Authority's 2015 report on poverty incidence among the populations in Caraga remained high at 39.1%. This is higher compared to the Philippines' average of poverty incidence at 21.6%. The United Nations Development Program in the Philippines added that social inequities are common and impact the highly vulnerable sectors, indigenous peoples, fishes folk, women, and the urban poor. In the 2013 Human Development Report, the Philippines scored 0.418 in the Gender Inequality Index, reflecting inequalities in labor market participation, political representation, and access to health services. While our country is blessed with natural resources, the distribution of environmental assets remains unequitable and unjust, especially to the poor. For instance, the case of large-scale mining. The Philippines is the 5th most mineralized country in the world, 2nd in gold, and 3rd in copper. But some of the poorest areas in the country are also mining sites, like Benguet, Samar, Surigao, and Zamboanga. In a study of Maita Gomez, published by Tax Justice Network, it was found out that gross domestic product of Caraga for the year 2007 to 2009 rose by 40 billion pesos, but same with poverty incidence ranging from 46 to 49% attributed to mining. Our region sits on a delta that is highly vulnerable to calamities. There were several periods in the past that our watersheds were denuded, which resulted in our waterless problem. The lack of strategic urban planning prevented the region from realizing its full investment potentials. Lack of stable energy and infrastructure have discouraged investors from coming in. We have yet to experience an efficient and sustainable solid waste management program. High unemployment rates resulting in the migration of talents. With all these societal issues, it is then timely to ask ourselves, how do we make science and technology more relevant and meaningful? As a platform of moving forward, we must discourse on what can science and technology do to spur development that is sustainable and just, especially in our region. Our pursuit of science and technology do not exist in a vacuum. We find the relevance of our pursuit by being able to help our family, our community, and this country. Science, technology, and innovation should lead us towards transformation. To bring this closer to home, last Balangay Festival 2017, we launched Butuan's brand of transformation. We are switching Butuan on. It is a movement towards a vision, and Lagsik na Dakbayan is that vision. Butuan on is the rebirth, rediscovery, and rebuilding of our city. Towards that vision, we want Butuan to be a competitive, livable, sustainable, and smart eco-city. We want Butuan to be a nurturing community, an economy that is founded on a sustainable, natural environment. We want Butuan to be a livable city. We want the basic services to be in place: housing, access to public amenities like parks and recreation, healthcare, and peace and order. We want Butuan to be a destination for heritage tourism, with the mighty Agusan River and the majestic Mount Mayapay as a distinctive ecotourism destination. We want Butuan to be a competitive city, with economic processing zones for agri, aqua, and forestry products. We want Butuan to be a university city, with economic processing zones for a home of the best and the brightest of innovators and inventors, and creators and thinkers. The dawning of the age of information has provided us the huge potential to possess knowledge and skills helpful to our daily undertakings. The use of the internet, specifically social media, solicited or otherwise, we hold in our hands the vital knowledge that could make or break progress for this country. Thus, greater responsibility is expected. This kind of gathering is a potent avenue to hone our passion and interests for science and technology, but more importantly, to engage them to active citizenry in nation building and upholding good governance, transparency, and accountability. We are sharing this with you because we own this transformation journey together. Dako ang atong damgo alang sa Butuan, alang sa Caraga. We are inviting you to take advantage of this transformation. Let's develop world-class innovations. Let's adopt best practice models and technologies. Let's make our students the best and brightest. Let us encourage our young, promising students to dream with us and help build our city, our region, and this nation. It may not be in vain to appeal to you to help our country, our region first. Today, more than ever, we need scientists, builders, teachers, artists, civil servants, peacemakers, entrepreneurs, lawyers, and other professionals to set the strong foundation of our developing nation. albeit the challenges of support for scientific endeavors, that the spirit of nationalism hold us to work and dream together with the entire Filipino nation. Use your talents, skills, and knowledge to uplift the lives of our entire nation. Mabuhi ang Caraga! Mabuhi ang Pilipinas! Congressman Lawrence Lembal H. Fortun. Good morning.
Thank you so much, Ms. Fontanilla. Thank you, ma'am, for delivering the message of Congressman Lawrence Fortun. At this juncture, we'll witness the richness of the cultural heritage of Caraga through a presentation that depicts the life works of the region's tribes. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give a round of applause to Caraga State University's Dulimbay Theater Arts Guild.
When I met you in the summer.
Yo, which cherry juice must it?
Touch her if she brave. Then other one who looks like a rush in the shape. I press it only like a road it want to pay. Then I will dance and go back in a shit.
When she get the style, they have up in the days. The girl and the class, I soup on the days. Them always a days, so change your dirty ways. Them a young girl, but them.
Tell a girl to touch her if she brave. Tell a girl to touch her if she brave.
Sure as something will come out of the pot. Don't yam no food when no steam down well hot. Me nah put cane juice in a me nick snacks. Yo, which cherry juice must the one in a the box? You is a vegetarian, your brain cell collapse. So you run your pork now the tail of the ox. But every night when you and your woman a relax, you put your mouth where you feel you put your cocky tracks. So off which door, put it back in your socks. Put it in your earmarks and cut out like a locks. Without cap fear for the taxi. Show this any question you ask. Then get dirty, yeah. No, 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 Hands up, everybody now let me see your hands up. Everybody now let me see your hands up. Everybody now let me see your hands up. Right now, hands up, hands up. Everybody now let me see your hands up. Everybody now let me see your hands up. Everybody now let me see your hands up. Right now, right now, right now. hands up. Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Right now, hands up, hands up. Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Right now, hands up, hands up. Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Everybody now, let me see your hands up. Right now.
All right, thank you so much, Dulimbay Theater Arts Guild. That was a very energetic presentation. Again, let's give them a round of applause.
We would like to apologize if we created a kind of idea that they are going to present a cultural number. However, in the interest of time, they were not able to prepare a cultural presentation. So they did a modern pop dance number. Thank you so much once again, Dulimbay Theater Arts Guild. At this moment, DOST-STII Caraga's Assistant Regional Director for Technical Operations, ARD Ricardo N. Varela, will give an introduction to our guest of honor and keynote speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a round of applause, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, friends, guests, our keynote speaker for this National Science and Technology Week celebration is no less than the Secretary of Science and Technology, Secretary Fortunato de la Peña.
Maraming salamat, Rick. Good morning to everyone. To our distinguished guest here today, led by two Vice Governors. We have Vice Governor Carlo Egay Jr. and Vice Governor Ben Leng Ecleo. We also have Mayor Lisa Evangelista here. And of course, our congressmen, our governors are represented. I have met the mayor earlier. I think he has a busy schedule, but we were able to meet. To our partners in other government agencies, we have, of course, the Office of Civil Defense, DTI, TESDA, the Philippine Coconut Authority, the SWD. I cannot enumerate everything here. And to our colleagues from the academe as well as from the business sector, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased to be here during the celebration of the Regional Science and Technology Week in Caraga. Of course, I have been here a number of times during the last year and earlier this year, and I'm really impressed at the fast growth of the region. Of course, when you look at Butuan city alone, there are so many new establishments, as you can see, new hotels, new malls, okay, new restaurants, and a good number of banks. But I think the progress is not limited here in the city of Butuan, but in the other places, other municipalities and cities and provinces as well. I think one of the things that I would like to emphasize during this celebration is the fact that we are trying very hard, DOST and together with the other government agencies, to work in the spirit of convergence and collaboration. The practices of doing their work independently of each other, I think is a thing of the past. We now have to collaborate very closely. For example, with DTI, we have recently signed a memorandum of agreement between DOST and DTI on convergence towards the innovation roadmap. Of course, OCD is our very important partner, particularly in disaster risk reduction and climate change adaptation. The other government agencies that I have mentioned, for example, the Philippine Coconut Authority is a very important partner of DOST in the research and development programs involving coconut. And the others, even TESDA, the DSWD, we work closely with them. And I think this is because of the fact that science and technology is somewhat different. We do not deal with a specific sector. We are cutting across the different sectors, And our main mandate is research and development, technology transfer, technology services, human resource development, and we have added, of course, the disaster risk reduction component. But in the case of the Caraga region, I would like to mention very specific projects and programs for the information of everyone, just to let you know that the work that we are doing here actually encompasses various areas. Just this morning, we opened the conference of the GeoSafer Mindanao program. This is really a, shall we say, a take-off project, an expansion of a big project that we have just completed in June of 2017, what we call the Philippine LiDAR project. This is the light detection and ranging technology used for mapping, particularly hazards. And upon completion of their research project, the different implementers of the project in Mindanao, there are 5 universities involved, led by Caraga State University. We have Dr. Peñaso here. And we have, of course, the MSU in Iligan. We have the Central Mindanao University. We have Ateneo de Zamboanga. And we have UP Mindanao. These 5 universities have been working closely together in delivering these hazard maps, turning them over to local government units. And now they are, I think, on a different phase of their development as science and technology delivering institutions. And so they have inaugurated today what they call the GeoSafer Mindanao program. It's still the 5 universities collaborating, but this time they are catering to the needs of LGUs and other parties who demand their services, of course, for some fee already. But we are still subsidizing their operations through a grant. That is just one example. I know that in probably in a few months' time, we will be inaugurating a model project to produce gold using clean technology. No mercury, no cyanide, and the exhaust water is very, very clean. I have seen this in Itogon, Benguet, where DOST had put up a gold facility, gold producing, extracting facility for the benefit of small gold miners. And I have seen the kind of gold they produce. I have seen the effluent that goes out. And this is the same thing that we will inaugurate in maybe a few months' time in the Kabadbaran area for the benefit of our small miners. Very soon, we will inaugurate also this what we call EcoSep project in Siargao. This is really a project that will help treat the wastewater coming out from, there are so many institutional users of water which throw out the dirty water, water with bad smell. Okay, we have restaurants, we have hotels, we have resorts. Okay, and this is a common problem, and so we will demonstrate this in Siargao. It's EcoSep, using EcoSep technology. It's a technology developed by Adamson University using a grant from DOST, and it is now commercialized. They are now producing the material that is used to treat the water. Okay, no chemicals involved. Now we have also, you can see here, the word STORRM in front of you. STORRM stands for Science and Technology Operations for Risk Reduction Management. This is, I think, intended for the local government units. No? There are many components of this, I believe. Ano ang mga components niyan, Inday? You will present that later. It's not part of my speech, but I believe there is equipment, there's training, and software that will be used. Then we have Part of that actually, and earlier, we have the deployment of early warning systems, usually placed in remote places so that we can complement this is actually under Pag-asa now, okay, these early warning systems to complement the facilities that Pag-asa is using so that you can do a forecast in a smaller area. Kasi ang Pag-asa, pag gumawa ng forecast, usually it's for the province, it's for the region, but if you want a forecast specific for a municipality or for a barangay, you need these early warning systems. We also have the project called the Food Innovation Center, also located at Caraga State University. Maswerte po ang Caraga State University sa amin, pero maswerte din kami sa kanila dahil ang Caraga State University ang nag-provide sa amin ng facilities sa pagtatayo ng Philippine Science High School Caraga. 4 na taong kaming pinatira doon ang walang upa. At ngayon meron na kaming campus diyan sa Ampayon. Ampayon pa ba yun? Oo. Okay. Now, we also have the Food Innovation Center, by the way, is really for the benefit of entrepreneurs who want to develop new processed food products. Meron po kami doong 5 major equipment na pwedeng gamitin for product development, pwede rin gamitin for small scale production, lalo na for market testing purposes. So meron kaming spray dryer, meron kaming vacuum fryer, meron kaming water retort. Ano pa, Egay? Merong freeze dryer at spray dryer. Nasabi ko na yata yun. But there are 5 major equipment. Pag nagamit nyo yun, siguradong meron kayong madedevelop ng mga bagong food products na unique. Ito po ay 13 na ang aming food innovation centers in different parts of the country. There are some places where we are collaborating with DTI. Halimbawa, yung Food Innovation Center sa Laguna, dun sa Santa Cruz, dun sa campus ng Laguna State Polytechnic, ay in collaboration with DTI and DA. Pero most of them are located in universities that offer food technology programs. Then, we also have a food safety program. Ito po ay collaboration naman with a private NGO po yan, or Winrock International, and this is really intended to convince our food marketers or vendors or sellers to practice food safety. Doon po ako nakakita na yung mga tagtara ng meat, hindi na ngayon yung mga kahoy na, kasi sabi nila, sanay na sanay tayo doon sa mga tagtara na kahoy, pero yun daw maraming naiipong dumiron. Ano? So, kahit na ano pa sabihin mo, medyo na ano yung food safety, naapektuhan yung food safety. Meron din po tayong itinayong complementary food plant doon naman sa Higakit, Surigao del Norte. Ito po yung kung paano nagpo-produce ng mga complementary food para sa ating mga children. Ano? Alam po ninyo ang level ng malnutrition po ng children below 1,000 days sa Pilipinas ay isa sa pinakamataas. Mataas po ang level ng malnutrition natin. Kung hindi ako nagkakamali, umaabot sa 26%. Ano? Doon sa mga bata na below 1,000 days. Ano? Ngayon po, ang pagbilang ng 2 years old, 1,000 days na po. Kasi po, pag inad ninyo yung 9 na buwan sa tiyan, 270, at saka 2 taon na 365 plus 365, pag inad po nyo yung 270, 365 at 365, 1,000 days po yon. Kaya ang focus namin ngayon ay kung paano mapapababa ang malnutrition sa mga batang below 1,000 days. Meron din po tayong tinulungan. Hindi naman po kami lang ang may project dito. Yung kasama ko pa nga si Vice Governor Egay a few months ago when we went to Placer to visit the training center. It's a manpower training center, pero medyo high level po ang skills na involved doon. So may mga makina na of course, ano tawag dito, sama-sama yung galing sa, I believe sa TESDA, galing sa private, galing sa DOST, but operated by the province. And I think it is a model that should be replicated in other provinces. Siguro, ang huli ko na lang pong babanggitin na mga proyekto namin dito, yung mga project na ongoing for so many years na. Ang pinakamahalaga po yung tinatawag naming Small Enterprises Technology Upgrading Program. Karamihan po ng aming mga beneficiaries ay kasama dito ngayon sa mga nag-e-exhibit. Ano? At ang nasisilbihan po namin dito ay on the average ay 60 small firms a year. No? So over the past so many years, ilang daan na ang napagsilbihan ng DOST. At siguro, banggitin ko lang yung mga halimbawa ng mga naging awardees na or naging very successful through the intervention that we had. Ito pong intervention dito, pag-aaralan ng DOST, kasama na rin ang DTI, kung ano yung technology upgrading needs ng mga companies. At hindi naman po loan yung binibigay namin. Yung po ay ina-advance namin ang pera na kailangang ipambili ng equipment na bago na makapagpapaganda ng productivity nila, at yung po ay malilipat sa kanila ang titulo pag nahulugan na nila ng 3 taon nang walang interest. At yan po ay malaki ang tulong kasi ang perang ibinahiram o hindi naman pinautang, ina-advance namin actually, wala pong interest yun. Ano? At napakarami na pong nakinabang dyan. Sabi ko nga, mga 60 a year. Mga examples ay, siguro kilala ninyo ito, yung Flora's Cake, yung Uwipco Machine Shop, yung Jada Enterprises na gumagawa po ng mga fish products. Meron tayo nung Magic ba yan? Magic Food na gumagawa ng ice cream at noodles at iba't iba pa po. At sana marami pa kaming mapagsilbihan sa mga darating na mga panahon. Ang siguro ho ang isang gusto ko lang bigyan ng importansya dito, yung kahalagahan na yung ating mga kabataan lalo na ay maisipan din nila na magka-idea ng pagnenegosyo sa pagdating ng araw. Yan po ang ipinupush ng DTI, sinusuportahan namin dahil talagang yan po ang magke-create ng mga jobs natin dito. At kaya importante yung technology kasi kung ang negosyo mo naman katulad lang nung sa iba, baka mahirapan ka sa competition. Mag-isip ka kailangan ng medyo naiiba at dyan napapasok ang technology. Gusto po namin bigyan din ng parangal ang mga inventors na nandito sa Caraga sa pamamagitan ng aming RISE, yung Regional Invention Contest and Exhibit. At dito po, mga inventor of all ages. Merong mga batang inventor, merong mga medyo matanda ng inventor, ano, makikita natin ang kanilang mga produkto na pinanggagalingan din ng negosyo. So, ito po ang ilan sa mga bagay na gusto kong banggitin dito. Tandaan lang po natin na ang hangad ng gobyerno ay magkaroon ng environment. I'm sure na whether national or local, magkaroon po ng tamang environment para dumami ang investors dito sa ating lugar na hindi naman masisira ang ating kapaligiran. Dito po sa Caraga, alam naman natin na maraming natural resources. Huwag na natin pag-usapan kung ano nangyari in the past, pero ngayon po ay nakikita ko ang proyekto ng mga local government units. Nung a few years ago or 2 years ago, na I learned na dito sa, hindi ko alam kung sa Butuan City o sa probinsya, meron silang project that they would like to have so many million trees over the next so many years. Napaka-importante po nun. At gayon din naman yung mga proyekto natin for biodiversity conservation. Ito po ang isang area na siguro tutulungan namin through research and development itong ating biodiversity conservation at hopefully yun ding mga may kinalaman sa pagsasaayos ng ating mga lugar na namina na, ano, ay pagtutulungan namin siguro ng Department of Environment and Natural Resources. Siguro pangwakas po, gusto ko lang banggitin na dito sa Caraga ay marami ng sumisikat na mga educational institutions. Nadinig ko kanina si Director Malyonga, sabi niya, CSC President. CSU na sila ngayon, di ba? Noong araw, college pa sila. Okay, ngayon university na. At yung isang private university na nung araw ay kilala ko na rin dahil ako po ay professor ng engineering. Kaya na-involve ako sa engineering education program way back in 1978. Tumutulong kami sa mga engineering schools na mag-upgrade at kasama na dyan yung Urios College. Meron silang engineering dyan. Ngayon daw university na ang Urios. No? Tapos, ang pinakamahalaga po, meron na tayong Philippine Science High School sa Caraga. Alam po ninyo, napaka-importante ng science and technology at yung pag-akit natin sa mga kabataan na magkaroon ng mga career sa science and technology. Kagabi po, galing ako sa cabinet meeting, inabot kami ng hanggang alas 10 ng gabi. Ako po ay nag-present. Ang aking pong presentation ay the Philippine rice, na dati ang tawag natin ay Benham rice. No? Kasi po, ibinolunteer ko na mag-present dahil para magkaroon ng kaalaman din, general know-how, yung cabinet members kung ano ba yung Benham rice o ngayon ay tinatawag ng Philippine rice. Hindi naman po ang DOST lang ang merong ginagawa tungkol dyan. Yung sa amin, it's really more on the research kung ano yung mga resources na naroroon. Ano? At hindi lang naman yung mga living things ang meron dyan. Pinakita ko nga yung retrato ng pating na napakaganda ng print. Ano? At yung iba-ibang mga algae, yung iba-ibang mga corals, yung iba-ibang mga isda. Pero underneath po sa ilalim, meron ding mga mineral resources. Kaya nung ipinresent ko yon, nagkaroon ng diskusyon, at least naging aware naman sila na ang science and technology ay malagang papel na gagampanan. Ang lament nga lang ng ibang cabinet members, sabi nila, bakit sa media, sa television, parating na-highlight yung mga iba't ibang mga profesyon, nandyan yung mga entertainers, yung mga mahusay sumayaw, mahusay kumanta, mahusay maglaro, at iba't iba pa, pero bakit hindi naman nila pinag-uusapan sa media natin o ipinakikita man lang sa kabataan kung ano yung mga nagagawa ng mga scientists? Sabi ko, siguro nag-isip-isip ako, siguro kailangan kaming mga taga-DOST mag-isip ng paraan na medyo makita naman ng mga kabataan na may mga iba yung image ng scientist na naisip nila. Kung minsan kasi naisip nila, ito yung mga nerd na mga masyadong seryoso sa kanilang buhay na hindi normal. Pero kailangan pakita natin na pwede silang maging model nila or idolo. At napakarami naman namin pwedeng maibigay na modelo dahil sa dinami-dami ng sinuportahan namin sa DOST scholarships, ang dami-dami po namin pwedeng maibigay na mga halimbawa na naging successful at saka naging leaders in their respective fields. Isa pong bagay na aming maike-claim yung mga napagtapos ng DOST sa kanilang scholarships na aiaho nila ang kanilang mga pamilya sa kahirapan. Kasi po pinipili namin talaga 90% ng aming scholars yung talagang poorest of the poor. Kaya siguro tama na ito sa aking mga sinabi at sinamantala ko lang dahil mahaba din yung biyahe papunta rito, maagang gumising, kaya pagpasensyahan nyo na sinamantala ko na ang inyong oras. Marami pong salamat sa pagdalo ninyo.
Thank you so much, Secretary de la Peña, for that very informative message. The DOST Caraga and Caraga region is grateful that you graced the opening ceremony of the National Science and Technology Week Regional Celebration.
At this juncture, we would like to give you an award, sir. May we request you to be in front with our very own Regional Director, Director Domingo Di Malyonga, and ARD Rick Varela. Allow me to read the citation. Department of Science and Technology, Caraga, and Technology Application and Promotions Institute awards this plaque of appreciation to Honorable Fortunato T. de la Peña in grateful acknowledgement and recognition for sharing his invaluable time, wisdom, and support for science and technology as keynote speaker during the opening program of the National Science and Technology Week celebration on August 8 to 13, 2017, with the theme Science for the People 2017. Given this 8th day of August 2017 at Robinson's Place, Butuan City, Philippines. Signed, DOST-TAPI Director, Engineer Edgar Garcia. Signed, Regional Director, Dominga D. Malyonga. Also, we have a token for our dear Secretary. And we'd like that our dear Secretary open the box in front of everyone in the mall to see what's inside.
Nagbabawal ni President Duterte pagsasabit ng mga retrato sa opisina. Sa bahay na lang.
Once again, thank you, Secretary de la Peña.
All right, so may we request our distinguished guest to remain in the stage for the awarding.
Sir, we'd like to invite you in front for the awarding.
First up is the award for our DOST Caraga retirees. Our retirees started working in DOST Caraga on December 9, 1991 as a senior science research specialist. She was assigned as the Provincial Science and Technology Director of PSTC, Surigao del Norte, and in 2014, till her retirement, she served as the Provincial Director of the Provincial Science and Technology Center of the Province of Dinagat Islands. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you and congratulations to Dr. Nancy Atinancy Charcas. We'll give her a plaque of recognition.
Also, we are going to give her a token from DOST Caraga. Thank you and congratulations, Ate Nancy, on your retirement. This time, we will give recognition to our best setup adopters. Setup, or the Small Enterprise Technology Upgrading Program of the Department of Science and Technology, is very instrumental in helping MSMEs in Caraga region achieve total business productivity improvement through technology intervention. First of the awardees is Hills View Inn and Inland Resort. Hills View Inn and Inland Resort is known as the pioneering resort in Treno, Agusan del Sur. The business offers recreational spots and hotel restaurant services. Part of the restaurant products are kakanin like suman, cassava cake, biko, and puto maya. Through DOST setup, the firm was able to acquire a water retort to lengthen the shelf life of these loved kakanins.
Also, the DOST has provided them manufacturing productivity extension program or MPEX consultancy, food safety and GMP trainings, and plant layout consultancy. These assistance translated into savings and improved productivity of the business. To receive the plaque of recognition, let us give a warm welcome to Hills View Inn and Inland Resort owner, Mrs. Irenia Hitgano. Congratulations.
Also, we are giving her a token from DOST. Congratulations, ma'am. For our next awardee, please watch this video clip.
Flora Makiling Martires sa Buena Vista. Ang baking ako yung passion. Tapos since grade 6 pa ko, nag-start na ko ga-bake, naging ko hangtod pag high school na ako, maugid na ang akong dream na makakuan ko isa ka bake shop. Sa 2009, nagsugod ko bakery, tapos ginagmay lang, pang adlaw-adlaw, tapos kay maglisod malagi ko sa equipment tungkol sa kamahal. One time, nag-agi ang taga DOST diri, din ilang gi-offer sa ako nga kung pwede mo avail ko sa setup. So, mao to nga medyo may taas-taas na akong production. Gikan sa 6, nahimo ng 12. Kaya ang katong 12 plates na oven mo ay akong gikuha sa DOST. Tapos ang Agusan, asa ko maka-invento ko kung mga para sa akong kay milambo na gid ang akong kuan, ang akong bake shop karon. O karon na sa mga dessert, mga cocktails sa wedding cake ana. Mapasalamaton gid ko kaayo sa USD kay dako gid sila gikatabang sa ako. Labi na gyud kay naarang-arang gid ang akong kuan karon. Akong negosyo o ang akong mga kuan makatabang gid ko sa akong mga tao. Makatabang sa sa akong pamilya.
To receive the plaque of recognition, please give a round of applause to Mrs. Flora Martires. A round of applause, please. Congratulations to our awardees. Let's give them a round of applause, please. And thank you so much once again to Secretary De La Peña. Now we have come to one highlight of this celebration, the launching of Project STORRM. To know more about this project, let us welcome again DOS's very own Regional Director, Director Dominga D. Malyonga. A round of applause, please.
Again, maayong buntag. If you look at what we are displaying here, natay gitawag og Project STORRM. Aduna kitay server, adunay libro nga red. The cover is also red, but it represents references for emergencies during disasters. That is what is meant by red book. So, what is the Project STORRM? Actually, this program is enhancing community resilience through science and technology intervention and documenting behavior change. The program's objective is to mitigate and reduce the adverse impacts of disasters and develop a safe and resilient community in Caraga region or communities in Caraga region. There are two components or there are two projects under this program. One is the establishment of the science and technology operations for disaster risk reduction and management centers, we dubbed as Project STORRM. And the second one is documenting behavior change in storm areas. Why do we want to why do we want to document the behavior? Because for the past years, there are several interventions that are being provided, but we don't know what are the effects of these interventions, whether the people in the particular community are really serious about the trainings and the drills and the other exercises that have been extended to them. So after a period of 3 years, we'll be evaluating the effects of the several trainings and interventions provided by our cooperating agencies. I would like to mention that our partner and cooperating agencies include Caraga State University, because this project was born because of the output of Field LiDAR 1 and 2. Field LiDAR 1 and 2 have data sets which the Caraga State University have turned into a program, and one of these is the program on flood evidence. This is an early warning system which will warn us of where would be flooding, where will flooding occur given a certain precipitation. So the people in that particular area will know kailan sila mag-bakwit. Oo. Not only people in Marawi will bakwit, but tayo din pag may flood ay babakwit. So we will know using the program which we call as flood evidence. So aside from Caraga State University, our partner agencies are, of course, we have OCD, or the Office of Civil Defense. Then we have the DSWD, DILG, NEDA, and of course DOST, because this represents the 4 thematic areas under the framework of the PDRRM. So these 5 cooperating agencies will take turns in providing interventions, and will document this under Project STORRM. So Project STORRM is actually a knowledge center wherein all information and materials related to disaster risk and reduction will be put into one place in the LGU. So it's a database of information and early warning systems, and we also used one of the technologies from DOST, actually a product also of Region 4A, DOST, which we call as HANDA and LGUIDS, or Local Government Units Information Dissemination System. That is one of the features of Project STORRM. And then, of course, there's capability building and enhancement trainings from Caraga State and the other trainings from the cooperating agencies. And we'll also distribute the red books and other materials, and also hazard and vulnerability maps in the partner LGUs. And we'll provide the servers, modems, and the mobile monitoring and remote controlling device. So I will not go into what HANDA and LGUIDS is, but just a feature of this particular info system is that you can receive text message from your cell phones informing you of whether there's a typhoon or there's an earthquake. So these are information related to disasters, and we'll have a trial run on that later. So you can see there the hardware, and I think they will also display in the slide the HANDA and LGUIDS webpage. And then Project 2 is, of course, on documenting behavior change in storm areas. This project involves an inventory and compilation of local knowledge on disaster risk reduction and management, because we recognize that our local communities, they also have their own knowledge or indigenous knowledge about how they can survive from any calamity or disasters. They have their own strategies and coping mechanisms, which we want to integrate in our strategies. And then we have to have a report on the observed behavior changes in response to the various S&T interventions provided during the whole 3-year period of these projects. So I have mentioned already the roles of the partners and the cooperating agencies. and this is the role of our LGU partners. They will provide us with the manpower and space for the project or the storm center. They'll provide us with the data and information needed to implement the project because we cannot come up with the flood evidence with a complete picture of the areas that will be covered by the flood if there's a certain precipitation. If you are not provided with, say for example, the number of households, the number of families, or what are the structures that are in that particular area. So these are the types of information that we would need the LGUs to provide us. And then, of course, counterpart funds for the continuity and sustainability of the project. Because this project is being funded by our local grants and aid. There is a small portion given to our regional office, and we allocate, for the first year, we allocate about 4 million for this particular project. That includes already the salaries for the personnel that are involved in this and the infrastructure that we are providing as well as the trainings. So there are so many LGUs that wanted to be involved, but because of budget limitations, we only have these LGUs where we can provide all these materials, especially the server, because the server is quite costly. We have LGU, Province of Dinagat Islands, LGU Surigao del Sur, LGU Surigao del Norte, LGU Agusan del Sur, LGU Agusan del Norte, Bislig City, Butuan City, Surigao City, Bayugan City, and Habonga. So the other LGUs or municipalities, we can provide through Caraga State University capability building trainings, but we'll be the one to provide for the infrastructure. And I think they are quite willing to do that because they are very interested of the flood hazards and other vulnerability maps in the province. So this is our way of answering to the call for disaster prevention and mitigation. So that's Project STORRM. And this morning, we will be signing our covenant of commitment. Thank you.
There we have it. Thank you so much, Director Malyonga. And now, we request to come in front for the commitment signing, Executive Assistant.
Before we proceed with the commitment signing, we'll have a presentation from the Dulimbay Theater Arts Guild. A round of applause for them, please. DOST Secretary Fortunato de la Peña signs the Covenant of Commitment.
request to come in front for the commitment signing Executive Assistant Alberto Indozo Jr., the province of Agusan del Norte. Division Head for Administration and Training of the province of Agusan del Sur, Daxcan D. Vintola.
We request the remainder of the stakeholders to please come in front for the commitment signing. The stakeholders from the LGU of the province of Dinagat Islands. The stakeholders from the LGU of the province of Surigao del Norte. The stakeholders from the LGU of Agusan del Sur. Stakeholders from the LGU of Agusan del Norte.
LGU Butuan City. LGU Surigao City. LGU Bayugan.
LGU Habonga. We also invite on stage the heads of our partner NGAs. We have the Regional Director of DILG Caraga, Director Lilibet A. Famacion. OIC Regional Director of DSWD Caraga, Director Mita Chuchi Gupana Lim, and the Regional Director of OCD Caraga, Director Arnel Rosauro Gonzalez Jr.
We also invite on stage the Regional Director of NADA Caraga, Director Myla Faye Aurora B. Carino, and the President of the Caraga State University, Dr. Anthony M. Pinazo, for the commitment signing.
And of course, the woman behind DOST-STII Caraga, Regional Director Dominga D. Malyonga. Congratulations, Caraga. Okay, we would like to request our stakeholders and everyone who signed the covenant of commitment to please be on the center for the pictorial.
Ako, Butuan.
Saan nga Butuan? Mabilidad. Butuan?
Once again, congratulations, Caraga. Now, we would like to request our stakeholders to please move to the right side of the podium, on this side where the equipments are, for the turnover of STORRM servers and the red books. Red books.
Again, we will request the stakeholders to move to the right side of the stage for the turnover of the STORRM servers and the read books.
like to request the heads of our cooperating agencies, please proceed at the right side of the podium for the ceremonial turnover of the STORRM servers and the red books. After that, we will ring the siren, signifying the launching of Project STORRM. Just a caution though, if you will hear the siren, please do not panic. It's just a test.
All right, and now may we request Secretary De La Peña and Director Malyonga to formally launch Project STORRM by pressing the switch button.
In 3, 2, 1.
There you go.
Congratulations, Caraga! A round of applause, please. Once again, congratulations. At this juncture, we will witness the launching of the exhibits.
This week-long exhibit is in collaboration with the Butuan Chamber of Commerce and Industry Foundation Incorporated, the Department of Agriculture Caraga, TESDA Caraga, and Caraga Agricultural Trade and Marketing Exposition, or CARAT Expo.
CARAT Expo is the venue for agricultural retailers and wholesalers, food producers, agronomics, agriculturists, farmers, manufacturers, food traders, and exporters to showcase and demonstrate their produce. On August 10, we invite everyone for the tabuan at the mall grounds of Robinson's Place, Butuan.
Moreover, this exhibit is in partnership with the Philippine Coconut Authority Caraga, the Department of Trade and Industry Caraga, and our very own, the Department of Science and Technology Caraga.
To do the honors and now proceeding to the entrance of this mall of opening the exhibit is no less than DOST Secretary Fortunato T. De La Peña, to be assisted with the Regional Director of DOST Caraga, Director Malyonga, and representatives of our stakeholders for STORRM. We'd like to request CARAT Expo